Hey guys, I'm Ryan.
And I'm David, and welcome to Eclectical Engineering Kitchen Edition.
For this project, we're going to be turning our beautiful faces into luscious candies.
Imagine this. It's a very important anniversary. You and your lover have just gotten back from a super romantic dinner, and now you're sitting alone on the couch, quiet, sensual. You could be that boring person who pulls out a box of pre-sorted chocolate, or you could be the badass who pulls out a miniature version of yourself made completely out of dark chocolate. Because after all, nothing exudes confidence more than extreme narcissism.
To start off, we need 3D models of ourselves. While we might be okay at computer modeling, it'll be a pretty ridiculous task in order to capture every contour of our stunning faces. So instead, we'll be using a 3D scanner to build a digital model of our actual selves. If you don't already have a 3D scanner, you can also use your camera phone and free software to create a 3-dimensional model of yourself.
Once the scans are loaded up, we can print them on our trusty old tri-dimensional printing press. We'll need to remove the support material to reveal these truly natural works of art. There are also tons of resources online which will help you 3D print your models if you don't have access to a 3D printer.
Now, it's time to make the molds. First, we got our hands on some Umu 30, which is a 2-part silicone compound mixed in a 1:1 volumetric ratio. Then, there's the mixing cups, stir sticks, foam board, and a hot glue gun. We cut out a piece of foam board to make a base for the mold.
Next, we cut and glue the walls of the mold. These should be 1/2 inch to 10 millimeters higher than the tops of our heads.
Then we mix the silicone compounds, stir them up until any streaks are completely blended in, and pour it into the chamber.
Finally, we tape the outsides of the mold so they don't burst open and spill all our hard work onto the floor. The silicone has a 6-hour cure time, so we have no choice but to put in the hours.
6 hours later.
Now that it's 6 hours later, we can open these up and see how the molds came out.
When removing the mold from its container, it's best to cut zigzag lines into the silicone. This way, when you rejoin the pieces later, they'll hold their correct position. To make our molded heads, we swung by Target to find a variety of edible molding material. We found wax, chocolate, Jello, butter, and a variety of other items.
Now let's find out which of these work and which don't. First, we gave chocolate a try. Depending on the type of chocolate you have, you may need to add some cream or butter to achieve the right viscosity. You can even make a candle version of your head. One way to acquire the wax for the mold is to take an existing candle and ever so delicately break it into raw material. Then it's super easy to melt it down and pour it into your mold.
Next, we'll try Jello. This didn't work well because Jello is actually more sugar than gelatin. We'd recommend trying this with actual gelatin mix.
Then comes butter. This kind of worked, but required some post-removal surgery.
Let's see how this goes with ice.
Now the question is what to do with all of these molds of ourselves. We could give them to our girlfriends.
Or we could find some really sadistic ways to dispose of them. Or is it masochistic? Either way, we think you'll enjoy this.
If you enjoyed watching David's head get smashed, then like the video. Thanks.
And if you enjoyed watching Ryan's head get melted, then be sure to subscribe. And if you want a more detailed description of the build, visit us at eclectical-engineering.com.
Thanks for watching.